Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. Yeah.
I'm the new meatball.
Who's beyond cool.
I know, right?
He has us cracking up before we even start.
And it's got a sharp. He's just like so sharp.
You're making us look really bad. Dressed like that.
Your mama made y'all look bad.
Look at that perfect suit on this guy. Perfect.
He's even got like the handkerchief in the pocket.
I know. He's got that look, and he can pull it off.
Yeah. You're doing a lot of press, though, right?
Yeah, it's just killing you. You know, I was supposed to be in Mexico right now getting in trouble.
Oh, man.
And they called and said, no, you've got to come and promote this movie. And I'm out here doing this stuff. And, you know, Colin's going to make all the money from it. Movie's going to make all the money from it. No money's coming to me. So everybody out there, go see Dead Man Down and tell them they should send Terrence some money. It's coming out tonight. There's the advertisement for you.
Getting good reviews.
It is. Our paper's giving it the good reviews.
Yeah, no.
Here in New York.
They did this. Neil's Arden did his thing in it, and Colin, you know, the Irish, there's something about the Irish. I don't know, they steal all the women, they take all the alcohol, and they get all, you know, they're okay. You're okay if you're Irish and you're drunk,
right,
it's great.
Right. Then it's fine,
If you're a black man and you're drunk, you're lazy, right? What's that about?
But this is the thing about Colin Farrell, though. Like his whole career, he's been like, oh, I'm so cool, I'm so fucking cool, I'm smoking, smoking on TV. You know when you're smoking on TV and you're looking fucking cool, right? But then, I watched a documentary on the cunt. He used to be a line dance instructor.
Was he?
Yeah, in fucking Dublin. There's pictures of him in a cowboy hat with chaps making fat Irish women dance.
Different guy, huh?
Yeah, not as tough as you think.
I didn't see that. I didn't know that.
I want to get one of those pictures.
Google that.
Yeah, you need a picture of that.
There'll be a picture of it.
Oh, I believe it. We'll find it.
He's got a reputation for being a little out there and a little.
He's had some fun, man.
Yeah.
He's had some fun, but he's calmed down a lot. I mean, he gave me a lot of freaking advice when he was losing his girlfriend.
Oh, know? Shit.
But he always have 20 new girls to come and get to him.
No doubt.
You know, because what's up with these Widow's Peak and the handsome white dudes, man? I got white in me. I got a Widow's Peak.
Yeah, I see a Widow's Peak there. Come on.
No, they painted that in this morning, man.
Something tells me you probably, did just fine for yourself.
Yeah, I did all right. I did all right.
Over the years, I'm sure. What do you do these days as far as relationship? What's that situation like?
Well, no, I've started counseling with my wife. You know, we're considering whether we can reconcile or not.
Is that work? That counseling stuff?
That don't work. But I think the judge looks at it more favorably.
Okay, like you gave it a shot. Like you tried and gave it a shot.
I've done that. I've been to that with girlfriends.
With girlfriends?
Well, no,
counseling
current girlfriend with a child.
Oh,
Anyway,
baby mama. That's what we call baby mama.
You go along to the counselor. The counselor agrees with you, like, maybe you're acting like a bit of a bitch and Jim isn't a bad guy, right? And you walk out of the counseling like, I think I'm winning. I think I'm winning.
I think I'm on. Yeah.
And then she's like, we're not going to see that guy again. That guy's an idiot, right? And then you go to some woman and the woman's like, no, he's a scumbag. And you're like,
no,
shit.
See, what I hate about counseling, you go in there and the guy tells you, look, you have to pick a time in which you're going to discuss certain topics. You can't argue all day. You can't jump out and bushwhack somebody every 5 minutes with an argument or a problem. You've got to pick a time, 5 minutes every 2 or 3 hours to have this conversation. Jesus. But we walk out of there, and every girl that I've ever gone with counseling with, we come out there, and she goes right into the same stuff. It's like, do you have a mind? We just paid this man $500.
Right, you didn't listen at all.
You didn't listen to it? Okay, next time I know what to do. I'm going to roll a joint next time, and we're just going to sit there. And you know how they used to do counseling? They used to give MDMA in the 50s. You would go in there if you were in married counseling, and they would give you a pill, both of you a pill. You go home, they tell you to take the pill, and a half hour later talk about what's going on.
Really?
That's where it all came from.
I wish they did it like how they do it in Saudi Arabia, stoning. There's not enough stoning counseling. Really? Did I say that woman on TV had great tits? Get in your hole.
The ridiculous thing is thinking that anyone can tell you to be rational when you're in an emotional, irrational moment. The reason you're arguing is because you can't think rationally. So they tell you 5 minutes. Put it at 5 minutes. Do you think you're actually going to be making your point and then look at your watch and go, honey, we got to stop.
We've got to stop.
That's 5 minutes.
Exactly. It's always like, take a deep breath.
They don't take a deep breath.
No.
They overtalk you the whole freaking time. You're trying to be calm and like, look, I'm trying to be a gentleman. And then you walk from the bathroom into the kitchen trying to get away from them. Then you walk into the bedroom and they're still right there. Then you walk into the living room and then they take the remote from you and they corner you. And then when you yell back, you are a monster.
Now you're the monster.
And then you go put your legs on, you shoot the bitch through the bathroom door.
And then you say, you didn't know that she was, you thought she was a burglar. You thought she was a burglar. Or you could get stabbed 27 times and shot in the head.
That was a crazy story. She's batshit crazy, that one.
Oh, but they can get away with it. Look at Lorena Babbitt. She didn't go to jail.
No.
But let a man do that to a woman.
Yeah.
It's a hard time.
Oh, my God.
Speaking about that, making your brains... Opie, when you had kids, did you go to parenting classes?
Yeah, in the beginning.
Yeah, we went to one, right? And they had this video where there's this guy, and they're like, hey, everyone, don't shake babies. And I'm like taking the piss. I'm like, can someone get me a pen? So I can write this down?
You know that.
And then they got this guy in the video that's like, when you feel like shaking the baby, count to 10. Then don't.
Who wants to shake a baby? You shake a martini.
No. I want to shake a baby. I tell you what, I dream about shaking my fucking baby in the middle of the night. I don't do it because I'm a rational person.
Okay, all right, but you think about
my
it.
belly.
I'd love to. I would love to just do it during like a lullaby, like go to sleep, you little fucking cunt.
Keep the money. I want your baby.
Oh, my God.
They will challenge you, those babies.
No,
You understand why some parents lose their fucking minds.
Yeah.
No, you got to get back to smacking your kid in the mouth.
Now,
you know the way they used to do.
Yeah.
You know, when I was a kid, I
Old
got
school.
smacked in the mouth all the time.
I
turned out all right. I got my ass whooped at least 3 times a day. My father would come home, dude, I know you did something. Get your ass over. Come here. Come here. And he used to whoop us with these laughs. You know that they put the plaster on?
Oh,
those little thin pieces.
yeah.
And he'd whip us on our thighs because my daddy was a Muslim. He'd whip us on the bottom of our feet and our thighs. And I turned out all right.
And how does that make you feel? And do you find that has affected your relationship today?
Oh, boy, psychobabble. No, I knew I did something wrong when I felt the wrath of the belt.
The belt?
You know? My dad had his belt, and he'd come in and give us a few whacks with that thing. And then if we were, like, almost bad enough to get hit, he would hang the belt on the bedroom door, and that buckle would, like, glimmer in the light like a warning. Like, there it is.
And that was good enough.
I'll tell you what, you haven't lived until you've had a 300 to 400 pound woman who...
Jim's mom.
That's my whole sentence. No, you haven't lived until my mother, this was her trick, right? You'd do something, you'd break something, and then you'd be like, fuck, am I in trouble? She'd be like, nah, you're not in trouble. Everything's fine. And then she'd leave it till 3 a.m. and she'd wake you up to a beating.
Wow. That's cruel.
If you had a black grandmother...
Right.
You know those extension cords?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We didn't have any extension cords in the house. I'd cut them in half because they would beat the shit out of you with an extension cord and then have the audacity to rub butter on you afterwards. Now, baby, you know you shouldn't have done that. Come on over here. You know you do it again, I'm going to whoop your ass again. Now get over here.
That's mean, man.
That's torturous.
I once laid my mother out, punched her in the stomach when I was a teenager, and she hit the ground like a bag of shit. and to this day, I have no problem with it. I'm kind of proud of it. She used to hit me every day.
That tactic, though, is like when you get people that are held hostage, and the guy goes, "You'll go home today," and they put you in the car, give you your civvies, you drive you around the block, and you're like, Wait a minute, we're going back. Yes, you'll not go home today. That is torturous.
Do you watch Locked Up Abroad?
That's psychops that she's doing on you.
That's the best show on TV.
I locked up abroad once. Me and Rick James.
Yeah, that's frightening. That's a frightening show. I want to talk about more about Dead Man Down over here.
Man Down. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about
the movie's gonna do fine.
Women have on men is basically Dead Man Down. And before they had Viagra, it was Dead Man Down. Now Dead Man Standing, the resurrection.
So what's the gist of the movie?
No, the movie is just about the revenge that we have, like him beating the shit out of his mama. It's the revenge.
He upped it a little bit for you.
I gave her one in the bread basket.
One in the bread basket. You knocked the wind out of her. Yeah. I wouldn't call that a beating.
It's just about revenge. You got Numi's character that's out for revenge for the person that messed up her face when really it was her daddy. You know, well, not her daddy. She's a beautiful girl. I shouldn't have said that. I love her. Numi, you're out there. But no, and then you've got Colin's character who has lost his entire family, and everybody's looking for revenge. And you've got my character, who's just a nice black guy in the movie that's trying to be upscale in the middle of a white neighborhood, and you've got people that's throwing shit on top of me like it's my fault. I didn't do anything to anybody, but why do people keep fucking with me? That's what the movie should be.
That's what it should be. Right. Because I remember that character. That sounded familiar.
A little bit.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Jimmy Norton isn't here. He's a huge fan. Loved you. Obviously, he talks about your role in Crash all the time, which was obviously fantastic.
That was great to watch my wife get molested. That was a great experience. I love that moment.
That's a tough scene.
That is a tough.
That's a real tough scene.
And Matt Dillon did not pull back a punch. You know, sometimes an actor, if they got to hit you, they'd be like, look, I'm sorry, man. It might hurt a little bit. But Matt was sitting there molesting my wife, looking at me. You like this, don't you? You want me to do it to you?
Wow.
And I'm about to whoop this white boy's ass.
That's,
you know?
that's like when my dog fucks a shoe.
What?
You know when your dog fucks a shoe and stares at you?
Like, that's what I'm gonna do to you. You got some crazy shit going on with you, man.
God.
He looks at you when he's doing
Jim
it.
Jefferies.
We had
Give you the stink eye.
I knew this dog that used to do that to everybody, and then there's this little kid. I was like 7, but there's this 6-year-old girl and the dog's name was Chewy. And when the dog jumped on her, now we told her, we just said, just stay still, knowing that the dog would keep humping her.
Oh shit! Just
That was so bad. But
her name's
I was
Lucy.
7. I was 7, but I was 7.
But you knew that shit was cool.
It was cool back
You
then.
knew at 7.
Unbelievable, man.
Well, the movie's going to fucking do very well.
Yeah,
it's
it's
great.
today.
No one's going to see that dumb Oz movie. They're going to see this thing.
The Oz movie looks shit, doesn't it?
Well, it's getting 0 stars.
It's too much CGI.
0 stars.
Yeah.
And it's like, we know the story.
Nah.
Well, it's,
You're going to bring the wizard. It's going to be before that. You're going to try to kill the witch. We know you don't fucking kill her. She's in the next movie.
Are we still talking about women?
It's more about counseling.
he's helping out your movie, Terrence. Indirectly.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I can tell you what happens. I bet you the wizard stays.
Yeah, you better. Yeah,
he
you
probably
think?
travels. He probably stays
there
there.
really wouldn't be any
Maybe
surprises.
they kill the
Probably
wizard
right.
and a new one takes his place.
Hell no.
Probably.
You know
Lou.
who takes his place? Alphonse.
Alphonse.
In this movie.
Yeah.
Dead Man Down takes it.
Yes.
That's the Wizard of Oz. Who gives a damn about the Wizard of Oz?
Fuck that.
You know, they didn't even bring the midgets back. Nope. What was that about? I mean,
that was my biggest complaint with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Oompa Loompas.
No dwarfs, no ticket money from me.
No.
You got to bring that. You can't bring out one dwarf and
Well,
and
Hollywood figured out we can handle one dwarf. People will handle one dwarf. And we'll
people go crazy
just multiply
for
the one
a load
dwarf.
of dwarfs, man. I tell you what. I played the Little People's Convention of America at the Marriott in Anaheim.
You did?
I have a dwarf friend, Brad Williams, who's a comic, and he said, "I got this gig," and you know, I tell you what, man. there was so many dwarfs, and they all go to just fuck each other, right? Because it's like a convention of them, and it's like an even playing field.
Right.
And they're quite.
Everyone's a dwarf.
They don't have to compete with normal-sized people.
My dwarf friend Brad, the thing that he said was wrong. He goes, because there was kid dwarfs and everything like that. He goes, the biggest problem he has is you know when you look at it like a child who's a dwarf, he goes, I can't tell whether it's a child or an adult either. Like he's a dwarf. He'll be chatting to a girl that he thinks like 25, and he'll be like, "Oh, so you're 11? Oh, well, just because we were the same height." I thought, but I'll tell you something. Dwarf kids, like little kid, like 5-year-old dwarfs. Fucking adorable, man.
Are you talking about primordial dwarfs?
Like little, with the big foreheads and
little teeth?
Yeah, there's 200 different types of dwarfism, so we have the whole mixed bag here, right? But it makes you not want to have a regular kid.
Really?
Oh, if you had one of them in your house,
you want a little baby dwarf?
It's like if your baby was walking. Like your baby, they're outrageously good. The little dwarves.
Terrence might have tapped out on this one.
Did y'all remember? No. Do y'all
still
remember
in?
the Sandy Newman song?
I really did.
Short people got nobody.
Right.
That was a mean song.
Apparently so. A lot of people didn't like
I didn't make that up. I really did do that gig. Yeah, I was a giant. I saw these. They put this game room up for all the dwarf kids, like with video games and stuff. I'm a pinball nut, and they had a couple of pinball machines there. I thought, why the fuck aren't these kids playing the pinball machines?
Oh, no.
It takes 2 dwarf children to play a pinball machine.
Really?
Because their arms don't reach around. they have to do it like a 3-legged race.
Flipper at a time.
I'm not laughing.
See, he tapped out. He's tapping out, I think.
No.
He's trying to be cool, but I think he's tapping out.
Oh, my God.
I can't believe this. He was all right when I punched my mother.
Yeah.
I was not. Yesterday, for the first time, I never had a sexual attraction to a little person like that. But yesterday, I saw a little person, he was quite cute.
Well, they had a few of the porn star ones there.
Porn stars.
Wow.
There's a lot of porn star dwarfs, man. Big industry.
Yeah, there are. Big industry.
And we had a few of those little hoochie fucking porn star chicks. It was quite the scene.
There's a few well, obviously the little one from, what was that, Total Recall? The little blonde one?
Yeah, the original one, yeah.
She was kind of, you looked and went, I might throw that one a little flip.
We had a bad we had a bad experience with a dwarf on our show. She thought she wanted to be a stripper, and we go, come on in. We'll see if you're doing everything right.
Oh, we had her audition for us.
Right.
She got up on like one of the consoles and started dancing, and then she burst into tears. Oh, it was very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
She realized, I guess, that she didn't want to be a stripper.
Who consoled her? Which one of you consoled her?
It might have been Jack Black. He was in that day.
And
Jack Black used to do the show.
Yeah, and Colin was in too.
And Tom Hanks' son.
Colin Hanks, yeah.
It was a weird day. But she
that wasn't odd.
She decided she didn't want to be a stripper, so we helped her out in the end.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys have the Miss Delaware thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I did a routine on my last special, which was about when I was fucking Michael Phelps' ex-girlfriend. And
Which he did, by the way, Terrence.
Wow.
Yeah, for the record.
And I was, and like the thing was, she broke up with Michael because Michael had cheated on her with Miss America, and my joke was with Miss California, and I said, well, I could never do that to you. I said, it's not that I wouldn't, I just couldn't.
You couldn't, right?
It's Miss California. That bitch has got to be fucking tasty, right?
Yeah.
I'm a minor celebrity. I could cheat on you with, say, Miss Delaware, right? I just said that as a throwaway thing.
You had 50 states to choose from, and you chose the one.
I called it.
You called it. Before it happened.
As soon as that story broke, I had 1,000 Twitters going, maybe you could fuck Miss Delaware.
Yeah.
If I had $200 on the camera,
I've been trying to get her attention and get her to follow me on Twitter, so all the fans have just been talking about what a great guy I am. And I got a DM from her that was like, "Who are you?"
Well, the thing is she taking a full point? She's a shit fuck.
I don't care.
Oh, yes,
I think she's
a shit
adorable.
Yeah,
exactly. Thank you.
Did you nut?
Even a shit fuck is
Did you
great fuck.
orgasm? Let me say it politically correct. Did you arrive?
When I was masturbating to it.
Oh, okay.
Well, I didn't fuck her. I just watched the point. Yes, I did, but I had to put a lot of work.
No, he wants to know what a shit fuck is.
A shit fuck is someone who's not a good fuck.
But he's saying if you nut. What's the difference?
This bad fuck is a good fuck.
Do you always nut?
That's what he's saying.
Do you always nut?
Insert, withdraw, repeat.
I'll tell you the only good fuck I know.
Right.
That's why we're here.
I'm not doing it for a resume stuffer.
The only great fuck that I know is me, because I'm the only one who always makes me come.
You need some therapy a little bit. I've got a great therapist that's been helping me deal with some childhood trauma and issues. You know.
Yeah.
Have you ever been like with a therapist where you've talked about your childhood and they've gone, Jesus?
You do not want that.
No. They tell you, I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry.
I heard one was like, that's not normal.
Wow. And they've heard it all.
Well, that's why I'm fucking here talking to you in the first place. Something's not right.
Don't make me feel worse by thinking I'm the one real lunatic you've ever spoken to.
My mother used to do a thing. do a thing when we were kids. She used to take me and my brothers down, and it sort of worked. Me and my brothers are very successful. We come from a very working class family, but she used to take us in our summer holidays down to
this can't be good.
No, it's not that bad. It's just
Hold on, let me get the
story. Every Jim Jefferies story starts out sweet. I just want people to know that.
This is a very quick one.
His mom getting it in the breadbasket.
She used to take us to a factory
Terrence has to go.
where you'd watch like some like mentally challenged person just putting lids on a container just over and over and over again. She'd make you stare at that for 4 or 5 hours, constantly whispering in your ear, "That's what will happen to you if you don't work hard."
Wow.
Right?
And look at what happened.
And I told that to the therapist, like, see, my mum did some good things, and the therapist was like,
that was a good thing?
Yeah, because
that's psychopathic.
Yeah,
helped you with your work ethic.
I only just found that out. That's a bad day for a kid.
She deserved another punch that day.
Another punch to the breadbasket.
Registered in your neighborhood?
Are you one of those dot people?
Terrence has to go.
Terrence, man, this was awesome.
What a blast.
This is great. It's been a long time since I've been able to talk to some men.
Just hanging out.
Since it's just us anyway.
Yeah.
I love y'all, man.
It's
Terrence,
great,
come
man.
back, please.
We'd love to have you back.
Great,
Dead Men
man.
Down. It's in theaters today. Go. Take your date tonight.
Right
and
on.
also The Company You Keep, April 5th. Limited release in New York and L.A.
Yeah.
Terrence Howard, just
this was
big
a great
fan.
guest.
This is wonderful.
Love
Thank
having
you
you in.
so
Thanks
much.
so much.
Really, really
I want to
good,
come back
man.
and see y'all again.
Anytime you're in town, promoting something, come on in. You're a blast, man. A lot of fun.
Thank you.
Terrence Howard and Jim, I think we're wrapping up too. So.